Hey guys, I apologize for the little lateness. I'm 15 minutes late. Okay, yeah, I was eating, so apologies for that. Eating, indeed. Okay, hold on. There you go. My apologies for that, guys. I was eating and lost track of time. Well, didn't really lose track of time. I was like, let me not rush anything, but come in and say what's up to everybody and everything like that. Uh, how's my pack doing today? Hope everybody is well, as always. Hope you had a happy and safe Easter as well. Spend time with your family. If you go to church, hope you guys enjoyed church and everything like that. If you see me eat off on a corner, guys, I apologize. Like I said, I just cooked dinner, so I was just like, all right, let me. And I don't like rushing while I eat. So, my apologies again. Um, so I'm gonna be reading your comments and your questions off the pad today, and most importantly, uh, welcome to the final Q&A live Q&A session, open mic session for the month of April. May is right around the corner. Hope you guys are ready for May, but also this week Avengers Endgame comes out. So I hope you guys are geared up and ready for that. I probably won't be seeing it on the first day or even tomorrow, the advanced showing, because I know I won't, because I'll be uh, doing some other things, some important things. Uh, More importantly, um, no, guys, I did not see Hellboy. Had some friends that actually saw it and said it was mainly, and these are their words, a hot mess. Good execution, but hot mess. They enjoyed David Harbour as Hellboy, but it was a flaming mess, indeed, as they said. Now that was their words, not mine. Um, but in the meantime, I'm ready to answer your questions. Let's see who is here. And other than that, let's go. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got Dalton Bowman, new pack member. I get new pack members almost every day. I don't get to say hi to all of them, but hey, Perry King is here. Muay Thai Jedi. Always, I love that name. Eli Bradley is here. What's up, Eli? And Travis is here. Okay, now let me see what's going on because I see some stuff that was cracking. I just read down. Okay, he'll be here soon. Yeah, like I said, guys, I was a little late, uh, but don't murder me on that. Um, I thought I was the only one here. Okay, somebody lying. Okay, I wonder who the little boy is. The little child is. Chris got a son. I thought so. Okay, Eli. All right, y'all see in that the little thumbnail, the thumbnail that I'm using for this Q&A. No, wrong, Eli. That is not my son. Uh, he is family, but he's not my son. No Omega has got my attention. The Alpha is still leading the pack, but without his true Omega. Uh, Maybe someday, maybe soon, there have been a few Omegas that have caught my eye. But no, that is not my son. That is my little cousin. Uh, we call him Kiku, but his real name is Keith. He's named after his father, my uncle, my dad's brother, my dad's younger brother. Um, he's funny. He's wild. He's full of energy. This was a picture that was taken. We took this picture during Easter dinner, and so that was him and me. He's he's full of surprises. Mikiko is fun. He loves to wrestle. Me and him be wrestling, and I have him jump off the top rope. I tell him get up on the couch, jump, do the elbow, and he jump. But instead of elbow, he do a splash. But no, that's not my son. But it's just my little cousin, guys. Good guess, though, Eli. I give you that. Good guess. But nah. All right. Let's see. Okay. People saying hi. What's up? Like I said before, thoughts on the Jedi Fallen Order. I didn't see it. That's that's that game, right, or something like that. I didn't see it. So I saw the trailer for the movie, the next movie, and I was like, whoa, okay. Uh, two. Predator Warrior 18 is here. Have you watched Demon Slayer? No. I saw Endgame twice now. Wait. Where are you? Okay, no spoilers. Where are you, Muay Thai? Where are you? Are you overseas? Are you overseas? Because that's the only way you could have seen it, is if you're overseas. Excuse me. Are you overseas? That's the good question right there. Mm-hmm. Fam time. Okay. What's up, Chris? Hey, what up, Darth? Uh, Predator War 18 says, do I think James Earl Jones would be the perfect voice actor for Darkseid in the DCU? Um, no, he'd be iconic, yes, but if they want somebody ominous with, I would, I wouldn't be mad if they went back with Michael Ironside. He was perfect. But if not that, Kevin Grievous would do great. Uh, or maybe Tony Todd. Just saying. All right. Tony Montana. Hello, Chris. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Uh, good as can be. As you can see, Tony, I'm in my new place now. So, yeah. Darfin, what are your thoughts on the recent feud between that's blown out of proportion. That is blown out of proportion. Don't buy into that. This so-called feud between Chris Hemsworth and Brie, that's blown out of proportion. Don Cheadle shot that stuff down real quick, real fast. They're not nothing. No, so please don't blow that out of proportion. Uh, Clancy Brown would have been the perfect choice. Yeah, they gave him. Well, Clancy Brown was Surtur, and he was also. No, I'm not even going to say that pile of shit that he was in Green Lantern, but no. How's everything in life? Like I said, pretty fine. About to head down to Orlando in a couple of weeks for MegaCon, my first comic convention outside of New York. It's been a long time since I've been to Florida. So it's going to be really good to be down there for 4 days for the entire MegaCon experience. I'm going to be vlogging a lot down there with Deadpoolzilla and C-Dubs from Comic Universe. Those are two friends of mine. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I am in I'm in Copen, Copenhagen, Denmark. Oh, Denmark. Aha! I knew it. Bingo. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Denmark. How's the weather in Denmark? Aha. Denmark. Always wanted to visit Denmark. Um, my apologies, guys. Like I said, I'm hungry, so if you see me eating, I apologize. Um, I'm just telling you right now. Mm. Tony Montana. They just finished filming for the Birds of Prey movie. Still thinking about seeing it. And I'm open to it. I right there. Um, do you think I should go see the Detective Pikachu? I can't make that decision for you, Perry. If you want to go see it, go see it. Um, that's what I'm saying. Go see it. Uh, let's see. Brie Larson is getting a lot of hate, and it's unnecessary, in my opinion. It's unnecessary because of that one thing she said about, and it's like now she's getting all this hate, but her movie is making moolah. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. Excuse me. I don't understand it. Travis is just stupid. If there are people out there that you didn't like the movie, fine. But it seems now like there are people out there that don't like the movie, but then they want to trash on the character of Captain Marvel. It's like, why? If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. That's fine. Um, I don't get the whole shipper wars fandom. It is what it is. Let's see. Eli Bradley, did you see the Swamp Thing trailer? I sure did. I actually did a reaction to it. Go check it out. I put it up earlier today. I sure did. Looking forward to it too. Um, I started reading Gail Simone's Batgirl run. Well done, Perry. Best Batgirl run, period. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Gail Simone loyalist. I'm saying that because it's goddamn true. And if you don't like it, you're getting blocked. Sorry, sorry. I had to. Sorry, I've been watching too much Clayton Thomas lately. You know, sorry, sorry. Muay Thai. Laughing out loud. The weather is pretty much neutral. Cold is cold. Warm is warm. I went to the Endgame midnight premiere. All right. Let's see. Predator King. I think Martha is close. Is close, but do you think that Ghidorah and Rodan sound similar to how they did in the Toho films? Toho films. I don't. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen those original Toro films. Mm, we'll have to see. WCW downfall was bad management. That's absolutely true. Um, this is crazy. Brie Larson has been in many videos being overanalyzed on every move. I don't think Gal Gadot had that much hate back when Wonder Woman first hit there. Any thoughts on that? It's stupid. It's stupid. It really is. Thoughts on Mortal Kombat 11 so far? As much as I played it so far, I like it. I like it. I can't believe they did that to Sonya and right in the beginning. Wow. Uh, but I kept hearing and hearing something about the one of the main characters. Basically, I kept hearing about ending, Jax's ending, and people getting pissed off about it, calling it racist, and I'm like, okay, what the is going on? So I had to look it up. I found, and they're saying people calling it racist because it seems that in the story, in the Jax's ending, he uses the power that Chronica left behind, the main villain, and he undoes the slave trade. So basically, the slave trade never happened in his, and people are calling that racist. When I heard about that, y'all, your alpha took to the web real quick and dropped a geek thought video real quick, real fast, because I had to get it off my chest. And I think it's so stupid that people are getting upset about a character who who does good by abolishing or erasing from history a moment in our in this country, or just should say in human history, oppression, uh taking away that moment, basically saying that that shit never happened, excuse my language, that shit never happened, and go from there. You got a problem with that? You find that's racist. That's the most idiotic, dumb reason, and that's why I said to all those idiots out there who think that way, you're the racist. And I said, and I praised Ed Boon and his creative team for doing that. Thank you once again. I had to check it out, but other than that, I'm liking Mortal Kombat 11. I will be uploading whenever I can. Even if it takes a week or so, I will upload what did I think of the story mode. I don't care. I'm still gonna do it. It's just don't have a lot of time as much, um, things like that. So yeah. Uh, Travis, Lacey Evans' punch looks real. You talking about the women's right? Have you not been watching her in NXT? Because as far as I'm concerned, this is stupid. She gets a title shot right away. It's like all they can do is put against my girl Becky is another blonde, and then not only that, Charlotte is getting another shot at the title. It's like, goddamn, like, can y'all get away from that? Creative wise, it's stuck. It stinks. So hopefully that's it. But I love how Becky basically, and I like how a lot of the girls were saying, like, you don't earn nothing around here, Charlotte. You just come out and you demand what you want, and that's it. Whatever. As far as I'm concerned, Becky now has to sell it more, because sell Lacey's punch more, because first time she did it, Becky got right back, ate it, and was like, bitch, please, and beat her up. So she has to sell it more. In my opinion, it's still a sucker shot. It's a sucker punch. It's not a, she ain't punching you straight on. It's a sucker punch. That's what it is. All right, moving on. Let me see. Muay Thai says, I be dancing to Mortal Kombat 11 launch trailers pretty hard. I don't blame you. If you go to my video game channel, I reacted to that launch trailer, and you can see me just bopping. It's classic. They use the classic themes. It's perfect. Um, Perry King, I got to meet Tom Taylor, by the way. Ooh, really? What's big ups? I always wanted to meet Tom Taylor. That's a good Aussie writer, no doubt. Um, Thoughts on the Broly movie? Did you like it? I loved it. Gave Broly so much character than his previous reincarnation, his original. Now we can all officially say Broly is in full Dragon Ball continuity. He is no longer just one of those great movie villains. He is now a part, he's canon in the Dragon Ball universe. It was great. Loved it. Um, Next up, Eli Bradley says, wait, um, hold on. Next up, Eli Bradley says, oh, wait, hold on, I saw it. Where is it? Okay, Eli Bradley says, thoughts on the new Will Smith movie? Talking about Gemini Man. I saw the trailer too, Eli. Um, Go check it out. I reacted to that too. Um, that's why I tell you guys, like, hit that bell so you'll never miss a video. Turn on those notifications. You know, it's it's important that you do, so you're never in the dark of when I upload a video. Turn on those notifications. Um, that's what I'm saying. Just turn on those notifications. Um, Chris, look at Whitrock picture. He really looks like Dick Grayson, straight from the comics. What are your thoughts? Okay, let me go look at this. Finn Whitrock, huh? Okay, Finn Whit. Oh, there it is. He got a wife. Okay, I can't see his face. Oh, oh, yeah. All right, I kind of can see Dick Grayson. I ain't gonna lie. He's a pretty good looking cat. No, no. Hey, I got no problem telling if a guy is handsome or not. I'm straight, but yeah, he's a pretty handsome guy. Right? Um, Not bad at all. Where's he from? Massachusetts. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Um, Nathan Banks. Yo, hey Chris. How are you liking the new house? It's it's cool, but there's still some issues that need to be fixed. One, my stove don't work mostly. I'm talking don't work. Like the oven and the stove top don't work. It has to get inspected. New stove, brand new stove, don't work. What scares me the most about it is a gas stove. I don't fucks with gas stoves. I do not, and they creep me out. So yeah, but other than that, it's fine. It's home for now. Um, but yeah, there's some issues, and the stove is the biggest issue right there. The stove, but it's fine for now, Nathan. Um, yeah. All right. Next, Darth Primus says, "Did you hear that Spider-Man Far From Home was moved early days earlier?" Yep, I heard that. That's fine. What took them so long to make Broly officially canon? You gotta ask Akira Toriyama-san. That Toriyama-san, that's his babies. Those are his stuff. That's who you gotta ask. What's good, Chris? Thoughts on the Sasha Banks situation? This is from Sin Quan. Well, Ken, I could say this. She feels that she's being underutilized. It sucks. You know, I didn't really like that they dropped the tag title so soon. And I like the Iconics, but it's like they're supposed to be they are look like the female embodiments of Edge and Christian, but they lose all the time. Just recently on SmackDown this Tuesday, they who was it? Um no, it wasn't Billy. It was she had a match with Kyrie Sane. Cute Kyrie. Oh my god. Kyrie is just so adorable. Um got beat again. It's like okay, like they're look they're not like Edge and Christian. I heard a lot of podcasters, wrestling podcasts say they're like Edge and Christian. The difference between Edge and Christian and the Iconics is Edge and Christian joked around, but they also had that side of them that made them like, okay, yeah, they're serious. They can get serious, and they're not like that. They lost again, and I like them, and I think they're good talent. And I said I called that they would win those tag team titles. Um, I called it, but I didn't think it was going to happen. Uh, I thought it was going to happen right away. I didn't think it was going to happen now. But the Sasha Banks situation it does suck. Um, we'll just have to see where it goes. Will she stay? Will she? Does she want? I know she wants out of her contract. I don't know if it's true that she wants out, but it is what it is. Um, Predator King says, "Do you think the American Bruce Falconer soundtrack sounds better for the DBZ uh, than the Japanese?" I don't go there. Please don't make me choose between the original soundtrack of especially Dragon Ball and Americanized or Westernized, because I'm gonna pick the Dragon Ball, the Japanese version always. Same thing how I am with the. I rather hear them in the original dialogue than the English actors. WWE's got over 100 wrestlers. It's hard to manage that. Not if you do it right. It's not about manage. It is, but then it's not, because the problem with them also is they keep getting talent, and the way I look at it, they keep racking up all this talent just so nobody else gets them. Nobody else gets them. So yeah, we got them, so nobody else can. But if you're not gonna do anything, then what's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got over 100 wrestlers, but as far as I'm concerned, creative and all that, there needs to be a new flagship in terms of creative, like just a new entourage of creative. Um, as far as I'm concerned, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Vince McMahon needs to step down. You just focus on the business aspect of the company and leave it in the hands of somebody who cares about the wrestling. Yeah, I said it. The wrestling part of it. They got more than one. They got over like 200. Yeah. So. Got too many people. Too much talent to do it. So yeah. They just they keep racking up talent for their own good, just so nobody else gets them. And if you got too much, yeah, you're gonna see stuff like this. So yeah. Tony Montana, what do you think of the Black Panther, the client storyline? Are we talking about comics? Because I'm behind on Black Panther, so forgive me of that. Um, I don't know I don't know ADW is going to be successful or not. I think it will. I think it's going to be a good alternative for WWE. Um, it will be probably on that surpassing moment of how TNA. Remember how TNA was that good alternative, and then they just kind of went stupid. Um, so yeah. Um, every job, you're expendable. With everything going on in your life, are there any plans for more FBE reactions? Yes. Yes, there are. I will be getting back on the FBE, the vids. They will be on both of my channels. They will be on main channel and they'll be on M.V.Kid too. So look out for those. Um, Jenny asks me the same thing. Like, are you going to do any more? Are you going to do some of the older ones? I said I would. But I now it's more looking at what they're doing. Like in terms now they're doing now. The teens and their parents are doing it together, and I kind of like that. I like that, so I will. What are your thoughts on Bardock's redesign in Brawley? I'm okay with it. You know, I will always like Bardock in his classic look more than his new look. It doesn't bother me as much. Stuff like that doesn't bother me. Tony Montana is it's still complicated to talk about it, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, if it's cool. But any thoughts on the controversy surrounding Michael Jackson and the documentary? It's fine. Look, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I know he's done some weird things, but as of late, a lot of these radio stations have been taking his music off the air, but they've been putting it back on because it's come out that a lot of that stuff in that documentary was BS from the director himself. So, booyah! There's my answer right there. So, so a lot of that just is it's out the window for me. Perry King says I'm a Pokemon fan, so of course I'm gonna go see it, but I also fear that they'll they'll mess it up. Uh, well, as far as I'm concerned, it's not that it'll mess it up. First of all, I don't understand really why they needed to go live action with it. Really, um, it's funny that Ryan Reynolds is voicing Pikachu, but you know, it is what it is. If I hear good things about it, maybe I'll see it. But more importantly, it does for me. It just personally looks like a movie I could wait for to come on like cable or something. That's just me. Vince McMahon is too old to take bumps. Um, yeah, tell him that. Tell him that, Travis. Cause yeah, I mean he's up there, and yeah, he takes some bumps, and but yeah, Dark Primus for Deadpool 3. Do you think that Wade will make a Pikachu reference, given that Ryan Reynolds, both most likely, um, was Tony Montana. Toy Story 4 is said to be sadder than Toy Story 3. I don't know. What do you think? Um, I'm always up for Toy Stories. I mean, they got your boy with that last one. That third, I thought they were gonna die. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna die. They're gonna die, and they were gearing up, and then didn't happen, and then the whole Andy giving them toys away and him just saying goodbye to them, that gets you. That's gonna get me every time. I swear I was hoping for Woody to, when Andy was driving away or something, they were gonna break the code and wave to him or something like that and say thank you and things like that. But every time I think about it, I was like, if that had happened, Andy probably would have kept him. you know. Um, but they brought Bo Peep back because she was not in the third one. So, and Annie Potts is still, voicing the character. She's kind of got like this super heroine vibe to her now, but there's still something a little off about her, in my opinion. And I'm wondering, will she kind of play that kind of role as the in what was it, the third one or the second one? Remember the prospector? He came off all nice and cool, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping that's not the case. Um, uh, so yeah. Do you feel sorry for Wendy Williams? In what way? In terms of like her life, I don't wish any kind of that kind of on anybody. So no, yeah. Uh, I'm not sure if Deadpool 3 will happen. Promise. Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because once again, the president of Disney said it himself. The only character in terms of X-Men characters that's not getting recasted is Deadpool. So yeah, it's gonna happen. That's not even a. That's not even a. If it's gonna happen, it's just when. All the other X Men characters are gonna get recasted, but as of right now, they're saying we won't see the X Men characters anytime soon. That's fine. Well, most likely they say they most likely see the first family before we see the X Men. Fine by me. Uh, I played Mortal Kombat 11 and I really enjoyed it. Good. The Michael Jackson documentary is garbage and disgusting. That's from Nathan Banks. Oprah. That's okay. Just finished playing Spider-Man on PS4. Best Spider-Man game ever. Nobody's gonna argue that. Indeed. Um, just waiting for some more questions. It's kind of running a little slow. I don't know if I put it on. No, I didn't put it slow. Just see it. Uh, just waiting for questions, guys. So, all right. Oh, here we go. Got some more. All right, here they go. Okay, Muay Thai says I also recently moved into a new apartment. Things are going very slow right now. Oh, that's Malcolm talking to my uncle. um, okay. But okay. Sorry, I'm sorry, Malcolm. Let's talk about. But the building, my couch and TV set up next week. Oh my god, I can't wait for that instead of sitting in front of my crappy laptop. Okay, all right. Um, Marion says, "What do you think is going to happen? What is going to be the villain in God of War 5? And do you think Odin is going to show up at some point? That him, probably Thor. Um, anything you saw in that that nightmare, I guess you could say, yeah. So yeah, um, man, I love how they portrayed Doc Ock in the game. Broke my heart. Yep, they did a good job with Doc Ock. They did a good job with pretty much everybody. Um, that ending, they did what Marvel Comics won't do for forever. I still won't spoil it, but yeah, that scene that gets me. I actually like what they did, and we all know that that's a that Earth is called Earth. I forgot what it's called now. But yeah, there's a different Earth for that Spider-Man, but it's cool. I actually like what they did with some of the characters. Um, Do you think Braun will kill Tyrion? Are we talking Game of Thrones here? Because I do not watch Game of Thrones. Sorry. Um, hope I spelt the names right. Yeah, I don't. If you're talking about Game of Thrones, I don't watch Game of Thrones. Sorry. Um, let's see. You heard about scumbag lawyer Michael A.V. Nettie? No. Eli Bradley, do you still like TNA? I don't watch it as much. I don't. Malcolm tends to maybe turn to their YouTube channel from time to time, and I'll go on there. Last thing we watched was we watched was uh we watched Tessa Blanchard and her setup for her match with Gail Kim coming out of retirement, and I'm like, oh, okay. And it was good. Tessa Blanchard, that's Tully Blanchard and uh, T.A. Magnum's daughter. I wish WWE had signed her, but it's all right. Hey Chris, I saw DC's Captain Marvel on Good Friday. With my friend Cheyenne. Loved it. Good. Loved it too. Loved the movie. It was great. Is it still bittersweet? Tony Montana says, "Is it still bittersweet? Yuri break bad like that, even even though I know she has to become Wrath, it's still sad about." Oh, you talking about Yuri? It's not that she went bad. That's just they just did her character differently, and that's kind of what Wrath is. Wraith is or Wrath. She became that way. I was like, okay, this is just a different way of doing it. So I'm fine with it. And as you all know, that's the character, the actress who voiced Yuri in the game is actually the actor who voiced Spider-Man. That's his real wife. So yeah. Um. Uh. Okay. Marion, who is your favorite Mortal Kombat character? Mine is Sub-Zero. Scorpion. Master Hanzo is my favorite. Scorpion has always been my favorite. Sub-Zero's next. Um. Let's keep going. All right, now is Hunter the Real Joker. Hey, M.V.K, what up? Um, Sinquan, my brother and I were talking about other Disney movies. Can they do? I'm surprised they didn't do a Bambi yet. Hercules, Pocahontas, just to name a few. Your thoughts? I don't think they need to do Bambi. Hercules would be interesting. Hercules would be kind of cool. Pocahontas, I think they are working on that, but I don't because Disney always likes to sugarcoat. But the fact of the matter is, Pocahontas, what you saw in the movie is nothing what the real Pocahontas went through, and I'm not even going to go into details about that. But I know they're still working on the Mulan, which I'm looking forward to. I hope they still do the Sword and the Stone. That'd be cool. But I am looking forward to that Lion King. I am. Muay Thai says if Kevin Feige and Disney CEO decides to reboot MCU, then Deadpool kills the Marvel universe will probably happen at that point. I don't need that. Should I read Batgirl Rebirth? It's a good one too. Um, I want a bit of a cameos on other characters in the next Spider-Man game. Well, with the next game, just think of the characters they haven't used yet. We know they exist, but it probably is going to center around Venom for sure. If you saw that ending, um, I hope Hobgoblin's in it, and maybe somewhere down the line Norman becomes Green Goblin, or they get somebody else to be Green Goblin. I don't know. Uh, Dark Promise. If they ever do a sequel to Spider-Man 4, do you think who do you think will be the villain? I just said that Venom is going to be the major villain. Um, because you saw that ending. Yeah, Nathan Banks. For Phase 4, what do you think the next slate of movies will be? Black Panther 2, Doctor Strange 2, Shang-Chi, The Eternals, um, um, those about a few that I can think of right now. Um, but I am looking forward to seeing being surprised by a lot. Um, I mean, if there's rumors that they may do a Thor 4, I'm like, okay. Um, it'd be great to have another Avengers movie, but they're called the New Avengers, with the new team. There's rumors that I don't know because, but there's rumors that, and speaking for rumors because we have a pack member in the house that actually saw the movie already. But there's rumors that this could be the start of introducing two Avengers teams. I don't know. I'm just saying. Looking forward to all the TV shows on Disney Plus. You know, recently the latest one was the Hawkeye, and that's going to introduce Kate Bishop. Um, then they're going to do the What If series. That's going to be animated. The first issue is what if Peggy Carter was Captain America and Howard Stark built a suit of armor and fought in World War II. That's cool. I just hope they get Haley Atwell to come back to voice her character at least. I still would have loved to seen her in a suit. But yeah, the stuff looks good, and there's this other rumor that they will do for Disney Plus. Another series is coming. There's going to be a Hulk and his cousin She-Hulk series. I personally don't want that. I want She-Hulk movie wise. I want her Hulk to either die or he passes. He gives a blood transfusion to his his cousin that and he dies saving her life, and the gamma now is in her. You know, it's still cool. What do you think about Sasha Banks' frustration with is justified? I just talked about that. Um, Tony Montana. I think the real reason why Brie Larson is getting hate is because most of these haters are Star Wars fans. They think that Disney ruined the franchise with Last Jedi. It's silly. What do you think? No, I, no, I don't think that. Um, Hoping for Mysterio. Well, Mysterio is already acknowledged that he's in this world. So Mysterio, Sandman, all those characters are acknowledged already. So we may see them return, may not. Thoughts on Goldust WWE retirement and going to AEW to face his brother Cody. I'm fine with it. You know, Dustin did a lot as that character, um, and for him to go over to face his brother, I'm fine with it. It's fine. Dude, Scorpion is also my favorite. Laughing out loud. Yeah, I love Scorpion. Yeah, he's probably the most tortured one of the most tortured characters in the game. But yeah, I love Scorpion. I'm a ninja nut, so when it's samurai, ninja, I'm a nut for those characters. But can't say that because Sub Zero is not a ninja. He's Lin Kuei. Okay. Travis, hope they never do a reboot. Murder She Wrote. Actually, they are. Last I heard, they were. Octavia Spencer was gonna take the role. The actress who's in Mama. Yeah, she was gonna do it. I think they're still doing it. Uh, uh, they call this real. I don't get. into Game of Thrones either. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I have nothing against Game of Thrones, guys. I don't. Um, it's like maybe I should have read the book first or something like that. What the hell? Okay. I don't know. I just never really got into the show. And it's kind of medieval, which I like, and more important, it's got dragons, which I like. Um, but when a friend of mine was telling me there's a lot of incest on it, I'm like, word. I'm like, yeah, I don't fucks with shows like that with incest. No. But congratulations, I know the show's about to end, but it's got a big following. Congratulations. And the actress who plays I don't know her by name, but she's the one that controls the dragons. She's cute as hell. You ever seen her in person? Like, she's cute as hell. I love her. She's cute. But I'm a sucker for an accent anyway. So British accent, Australian, Irish. Those are like my top three. Girls talk to me that I'm putty in their hands. Like, just talk some more, please. That's it. Uh, I'm not kidding. Um, if Alfred Pennyworth were to die, who do you think would be hit harder with most of this? That's Bruce. That'd kill Bruce. That that is Alfred is Bruce Wayne's everything. Like that he was Bruce's surrogate father. Like everything, it would kill Bruce. That would kill him. If you thought, and I could see him taking his frustrations out on the bad guys. The same thing, the same way how when Jason died, he became a little bit more hardcore, and Dick couldn't help him, and then when Tim came along to kind of yeah. So yeah. Do you know? Do you know that Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie will be rated R? Meaning we will get to see more violence, the more violent side of Joker. No holding back. I could care less because I ain't I ain't going to see the movie. I don't think it's. I don't know. I just don't really care about it. I don't. Um, who in the mix? Who will be the next big bad villain for MCU? I think the Secret Wars is on the way, but maybe the Secret Invasions or something. No. Well, the 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 brothers. Oh shit. The Russo brothers. That's the one thing they want. They want to do the Secret Wars. If they do the Secret Wars, then we're talking the Beyonder. Okay, that's cool. But with the Marvel movies in general, with with uh, with them having characters like they could have a couple of big bads. I mean, Annihilus, for God's sakes. Oh man, I would love to see Annihilus. Um, the hell, you could finally bring Galactus in, and not a fucking cloud. But I don't look at Galactus as a big bad. He's not a bad guy. He can't help the way he is. But Surfer, all these characters now they can use, and we could see Super Scroll because it was already said. Feige and them said not all the scrolls are good. What you saw in Captain Marvel, yeah, it's just maybe one side of them. Yeah, just think about that. Um, oh yeah. Tony, Wonder Woman sequel may have Maxwell Lord. What do you think? I doubt it. Um, we know Cheetah's gonna be in it. Cheetah's the main villain, and I'm very interested in seeing what she looks like. I hope she's in full Cheetah look. and not, oh, she just got cat eyes and everything like that. No, she better get in that makeup. Um, do you think Thanos will change sides in the MC? No. Why wasn't Static in DC Rebirth? Well, there's a good reason why you don't see a lot of Static and the Milestone characters. Because as of right now, there's um, Dwayne McDuffie's wife has a lawsuit going on with DC, and I'm guessing that's the reason why uh, the the milestones stories that they were supposed to be doing has been put on hold again. Um, the Joker and Harley are two of my favorite villains in Batman. That's nice. I like them, but I think they are overused. Um, my favorite number one favorite villain in for Batman is Mr. Freeze, and there's reasons why. Um, Perry King, I'm hoping CN never does any more reboots. CN, what's that? Chris, I hope to heaven that they never bring Screwball in at any time in the media. So she was so annoying that I was ready to quit the game, her challenges, but I finished 100%. Amen to that. Yeah, I've never been a fan of that character, Screwball. When they first introduced her in the comics, I was just like, this character is just, I can't stand this. It's stupid. If there was any characters from the big time story arc for Spider-Man that I like, it's probably Mr. Negative. Other than that, everybody else was crap. But yeah, her those things were annoying at times, and she was annoying too. Like it's like, oh God, would you? Somebody just smoke her. Like, I'm just saying. Marion, how do you think the Justice League and the Bat family will feel about Batman killing the Joker? Um, they'd be against it. Some, yeah, most of them would be, but because first of all, if Bruce kills the Joker, then there's no telling he'll do. He's going to do it again, and that's always been his biggest ploy in terms of why he doesn't kill. That's a good question too, but he won't allow. Yeah, he won't allow anybody else to kill. I don't know. All right. How much would it affect Peter Parker's life if Aunt May got shot instead of Uncle Ben? The same amount that yeah, it'd be the same amount. Um, It'd be practically the same amount, you know. But I mean, when she did get shot, yeah, look how bad it hurt him then. Um, let's see. I know Aunt May knows eventually that Peter's secret is, but I feel like in Far From Home they took away the emotional impact of the. Yeah. Okay. Um, emotional pack revelation that she's just okay, like that. What's the thought? Mm, I think. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of me like, oh wow, just like that. I guess in a sense, I guess you could say, this Aunt May, being that she is younger, she's not, but that he's kind of capable of handling himself, but more, he's capable of, he's got capable people to back him up. I guess that's kind of how I look at it. So yeah, that's just how I look at it. Little capability. Um, let's see. I'm out. Okay, Hunter, take care. I meant see us. Oh, Cartoon Network. Okay, thank you. Is there anything in the movie Aquaman that you wish they did? Mm, let me see. I can. I think there's. Well, they did the fish jokes. I think one of them would have been. I kind of would have did the whole Jeff Johns where they were like, "Oh my God, Aquaman actually eats fish." Yeah, I thought that would have been funny to me. So yeah, let's see. Next up, what villain in the TMNT universe can really do more damage to the Turtles who is not Shredder? And are you looking forward to the Batman versus TMNT? And to answer your second question, yes, indeed. Um, Krang could do stuff to him. Do uh, the the Triceratons can. Um, so yeah, there's a few. Um, moving on. I just ordered the Xbox 360 version of Spider-Man 3 game on Monday. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Oh, that game has a lot of quick time events. That's one thing I remember about that game, having a lot of quick time events. Um, Marion, what what some people don't know about Alfred is that unlike Batman, he's not afraid to get a gun and kill somebody. Yeah, that's only when he has to. I mean, he's not. It's not that Batman is afraid to do it. Like People get this misconception that he's afraid of doing it. It's just he knows the consequences of it. You shoot somebody with a gun, you're gonna do it again. That's his point. Damn, I seasoned that. Seasoned that real good. I came come out good. Um, Eli Bradley. Thoughts on Zachary Levi as CM? I know who that is. He was great. He was made for that role. He was excellent. I loved him in that movie. I loved him in the role. Um, the overarching muscle tone uh, didn't bother me. You know, it worked. He and the boy who played Freddie Freeman worked so well, and that ending, I love the ending. It was great, especially to see Mary Marvel. I was like, and I know who the actress who played Mary Marvel is because I know her. I recognize her from a TV show that I love, Hawaii Five O. I was like, and I recognize who was another actress, and I'm like, is that Megan Good? I was like, yeah, that is. It was great. That was really good. Indeed. The Rock, I think he took to Twitter and he announced that the Black Adam movie will begin shooting next year because Black Adam's shadow was all over that movie, all over it, and that's good. So when his movie does come out, more likely it's going to be in terms of seeing what led up to what we saw in this movie, and seeing that ending also where a certain character showed up was great. But however, I wish it was. I wish it was the actor playing the role. Oh well. I'll be right back, guys. I'm thirsty now. Okay. Sorry about that. Need to wet my whistle now. All right, here we go. Moving on. Uh, Let me see. Okay. Moving on once again. Um, All right. Next up, Tony. I wish they had a special episode or movie, excuse me, where they showed us what happened to Alfred in the DC animated series and events leading up to Batman Beyond. That would be emotional. What do you think? He just got old. That's it. Ain't nothing really to it. He just got old. Alfred was old. That's it. Really no need. Alfred just got old. Um, um, Tony Montana. Do you believe that that comic book movies separate from common universe like Logan can be can be good? Yeah, Logan was basically the old man Logan story, but they just did their own take on it. And look how that movie turned out. I just don't really understand why they need to do a Joker movie. That's just my problem. What makes Joker good is that we don't know his origin. That makes him intriguing to me. We don't know his origin. We don't know what this guy was like prior to it, prior to him becoming the clown prince of crime. That his origin is a mystery, and that makes him good to me. Marion, despite his small size, is Mr. Mind from DC Comics a force to be read? Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Like, he is dangerous. He's a parasitical worm, alien worm, who has psychic abilities. He could, yeah, you, man, oh boy, yes, he is. And when I saw him at the end, I was the only person in the theater that stood up, was like, oh shit. Like, I stood up. Nobody else knew it. Hell, there was a guy next to me that was just kept asking me like certain questions, like who's that? Who they talking about? You know, I had to tell him. It's, it's fine. I got no problem with that. Um, where was I? Oh, Nathan Mason, have you watched the TV show? Yes, I do watch SWAT. I do watch SWAT. I watched the original, and I watched the original, and this one is good. I like the movies. Um, with Shamar Moore is great. My favorite character, I really don't have one. Um, I don't have a favorite. I like them all. Uh, the recently right now they were doing the story with Deke. Him getting in debt with loan sharks. It was almost now. I had to go on and start saying, instead of like I used to say about Barry in Flash, like damn it Barry. Now I had to like damn it Deacon. So Barry King. Will still wish Batgirl was in the Birds of Prey movie. She was originally in the original script. She was, but we are getting a Batgirl, but it's not Barbara Gordon. It's Cassandra Cain. Um, would you mind a change in the Trinity where Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Captain Marvel giving a chance to give Clark and Bruce time to do things right when they be added later? I don't know. Right now those are the three movies that have been a lot of success for DC. Um, being that Billy is more magical, he needs to kind of stick in that area. Um, I can't really answer that question because no matter what, they're still going to do that Batman movie. There's going to be somebody else casting. Um, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, uh, Dark Primus. You asked me what I noticed about the DC's Catwoman was that he acted like a bumbling idiot as an adult, while as a kid he was more serious. Do you find it ironic? Not really. Um, because they based it more off the New 52 than the original run. There was some seeds of the original, but it wasn't that he was a bumbling fool. It was more like here's a kid who is in his young pre-adolescent teen who gets these magic abilities and he doesn't. What do you do with them? The question is what do you do with them? And the best thing they could do about was making money off of it, and things like that. Which in some ways, but I tell you, that scene where Billy found his mom, oh my God, that got me. That got me. That really got me. Like, and the hear the fact that when Billy got lost and she, the fact that she said, I knew where you were. Like, I saw you with the cop. But basically, the fact, literally, she basically was implying, I didn't want you because I was 17 and I had my own problems. And now with a child, that it's just like, it was terrible. Like, and they see the look on Billy's face, like when she was saying all that was like devastating to him. And I'm like, and I was even to the point I'm crying on myself, like getting misty eyed, like, yo, come on. When it comes to scenes with mothers, yeah, I'm gonna do that's gonna always happen to me. But yeah, it was terrible. I was like, oh God, like really, like come on, like that was terrible. That broke my heart right there. I'm like, Jesus. Um. Uh. Gotta go find some snacks. All right. Tony asks me if they ever do a remake of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. They're going to cut away all the suggestive stuff. The religious themes and the gothic look too much of it for kids nowadays. Do you agree? Hmm. Yeah, probably they would. Maybe. I mean, there was a lot of religious and you kind of go racist stuff in there. I mean, the way they treated gypsies, it was like, God damn, like, okay, So yeah, there could be if they do it. Who knows? Hell, they've already stated that in when Disney Plus airs, a lot of stuff is going to be edited out of a couple of their movies, like Dumbo. Um, they're editing out the crows, I think, out of Dumbo. I'm like, God, really? Yeah, I know what they meant, but it's just like it. The crows scene wasn't as bad as they make it out. They making it out to be. They're not gonna show that movie where they used live action. What was it, Into the South or something like that? I was just like, yeah, they gonna do some stuff. Will you watch Almost Paradise with featuring Christian Kane on WNG's America? I didn't even hear about that. Marion, what would Ezekiel Missouri think of Doomsday from you wouldn't he's a monster. Time to take him out. Who was that work at the end? Eli, what do you mean? Who's what work at the end? Yeah, you gotta rephrase that, dude. I understand what you mean about Joker not having a clear origin, because Joker had a few origins in Batman and the Mask of Hannah, and they still turned out to be great, right? Yeah, some degree, yes, but you still didn't know Joker's origin. Phantasm, he was just a thug with another criminal. With with in Batman '89, he once again he was muscle for a higher up. We didn't go into detail of who he was, so no. I also wouldn't mind having Babs in the Arrowverse. Well, we're getting Katie Kane, so we're getting Batwoman. So yeah, there you go. Do you think they are going to kill off Queen Adeline in the future Aquaman? Maybe they may not. Think about heading back to work. God bless you, everybody. Peace. All right. If Green Goblin was a enemy to Izuko, what do you think he do to hurt Midori? And Midori go after his family. His mom can't do much, so he could. Disney Plus editing out the crows from Dumbo is pushing it. What's next? Are they gonna cut out the part in Pinocchio where the donkey guy called himself a jackass? It's their stuff. I get it. It is true, but I mean they are. You can't hide that history. That's the crows in Dumbo. It it wasn't as bad as people make it out to be. Like, yeah, you can imply what the crows were. Okay, yes, but hiding from your history ain't gonna help. And that's kind of Disney's problem sometimes. Like they want to hide that stuff or push it. Oh well, we're not doing that. We're no, we're not that. But you clearly see, and also the other thing is like, when did this movie come out? Like in the '40s. Like it is what it is. I ain't watching. I ain't Disney Plus is. If I do, I mean Disney Plus. First of all, that what they want for it, I prop $6.99 a month. I'm like, okay, I'm down. Only thing I care about now, I want to just see those Marvel shows. That's it. Unless I can find a site where somebody uploads them, that's fine. But if not, yeah, I'm sure there's still some cool Disney movies that what would really be good for Disney Plus if they put all their animated stuff on there, like Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Chippendales, the original DuckTales, Bonkers, Marsupilami, uh, did I say Tailspin? Yeah, Tailspin, all those things. I would fear if they put Gargoyles in there, how much they would try to edit that out, but it is what it is. Uh, I think Yuri Loftwood portrayed Peter in a good in the game. Was almost best portrayal of Spider-Man, and he did a very good job. Yeah, that's the actor who voiced Ben 10. So yeah. Tony Montana, Captain America better say Avengers Assemble and Endgame. Am I right? No, you're right. You're damn right. He needs to. That is by far excuse me, one thing that needs to be. He needs to say that. He needs to say that. That is not a. He must. It's a need. Like, yes, he needs to say it. Let's see. Um. mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Let's see. What did you think of WrestleMania from AJ Daniels? Oh, too long. That's the biggest thing. Too long. I felt so sorry for all those people out there who got nearly stuck out in Jersey. You know, I got what I wanted. Kofi winning the belt, which I cried. I'm not even gonna lie. I cried. Like I cried. Um, Becky winning, which was what I wanted, but other than that, good, but just too long. It was just too long. Kanye West went on record, going on record to say that slavery was a choice is the most stupidest thing he ever said. Yeah, he when he said that, I knew that something was wrong with this guy. Like he ain't been right since he lost his mother. That is that's it. He hasn't. Uh, are you a Mega Man You mean fan? Yes. Yes, I am. Eli, I love Mega Man. Rockman, I love Rockman. Big. I love the Blue Bomber, the original Blue Bomber. Capcom's original mascot. I love him. Um, Actually, here on YouTube, they have uploaded the entire cartoon of Mega Man, both seasons, one and two, the American cartoon, Super Fighting Robot Mega Man. Yeah, it's up on YouTube. You can watch it, which is fun. Probably my favorite episode is where Mega Man meets X, and they work together. It was great. Tony Montana says The Last of Us Part Two is coming soon. Are you gonna buy it? Yeah, I probably get it. I just I probably will. Um, Marion, was there any villains in My Hero Academy that caught your attention? The first Jesus, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name right the back, but there was a couple of villains. The one that gripped me the real quick, like what the hell? The dude with the fan on his face. I was like, I'm forgetting his name, but I'm like, yo, that is just eerie and creepy. Like he's got hands everywhere, they're on his face. I'm like, oh. Uh, uh, AJ, you said I was at more WrestleMania. Boy, it was hell trying to leave. I could imagine, y'all. I mean, I could imagine that. Um, that's just way too long. It really is. There's no need for that. There is no need at all for that. Uh, I did not watch main event WrestleMania. I was tired. Uh, Marion, thank you for throwing your 2 cents on the backlash for Jax and Mortal Kombat 11. Oh, yeah, I had to, man. When I read that, I was just like, these people are stupid. Like, I'm not even. Yeah, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the latest Geek Thought. I did, and you can just see it. It's ridiculous. And I'm not even joking about what I said. There are fans that legitimately there are just people idiots out there that felt that way. It was stupid. It was really stupid. Tony Montana, do you think God of War could go to Egypt fighting Egyptian gods? Okay, here's the thing. The first thing I don't want if they do, I don't want Kratos going to every pantheon just fighting the gods for no reason. And even in this one, he didn't start the fight. He really didn't. He didn't start it. Balder just came down and was like, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna fight you now." Excuse me, but I don't. He has no issues with the Egyptian gods. Don't need to do it. So that's the thing about if they do another God of War, like with God of War, if they do a God of War 5, then there's legit. It was most likely probably be a revenge story. Where maybe Odin will come down because hell, you killed his son. Um, let me see. Um, hold on, Jim. Do, 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 do. Okay, here we go. Okay. AJ, who out of Batman's main villains would you say is the weakest? I said Poison Ivy. Really? Poison Ivy is not weak. That's the she is far from being weak. If I'm gonna say anybody is weak, cats like Kite Man, Professor Pig. But you talk about main villains, I'm gonna have to go Penguin. But Poison Ivy, please, I do no way. She's probably the most dangerous to me, even more dangerous than the Joker. Uh, do you watch the new series Roswell? No, a lot of these remakes I could care less about. I don't watch them. I know Jeremy does. Jeremy watches all of them stuff. I don't watch all them things. I don't. I pick what I want to watch. I know what I like, and I like the original, but it's just like, mm, you know. Um, let's see. Marion, the man with the hands on his Shinkar. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Jesus Christ, guys, that guy creeps me out. In the upcoming Aquaman sequel, they should show Arthur's leadership skills as a king and develop his relationship with Mira since they are going to marry eventually. Do you agree? They probably will. It's not even. Did you watch the Fugitive TV show when it showed on rerun channels or the movie channel or the movie with Harrison Ford? If so, what did you think of it? I love the Harrison Ford movie. Um, I watched a little bit of The Fugitive. That's more of my shows that my father grew up on. My parents grew up on those shows. But yeah, I watched a little bit of The Fugitive show. But the Harrison Ford movie, yes, I did. I love that movie. One of my favorite Harrison Ford movies outside of you know uh, him playing Han Solo or Indiana Jones. Love that movie. It was great. And because of that movie, it was basically a sequel spinoff. U.S. Marshals came out after that, where Tommy Lee Jones is playing the same character, Sam Gerard, but this time he's chasing Wesley Snipes. So you had Blade and Iron Man in the same movie. Yeah, because if you all don't know that Robert Downey Jr. was in that movie, he was the bad guy. Sadie Correal. Hi. Hello. Um. Uh. Marion, say if they did another revenge story with Kratos after Odin kills Alter, do you think Kratos' anger will be justified? Yeah. What would you think if somebody killed your son? Yeah, I think yeah, but the fact is, honestly, do we need another story where it's just Kratos going off the rail because of something he may have caused or he may not have caused? He's matured now in his older age. He only fights unless he needs to, which is fine. He's not impatient as much as he was before. If you go back and play them all those other God of War games, especially in two, he was a dick. He deserved everything he got because it's like he got to become the new God of War, but then he took it for granted. The power, he abused the power, so they took it away from him. Thing like that. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Apparently, how big is New York? Big? Pretty big, big enough, depending on where you are. You talking about New York City? There are five boroughs: Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Shaolin, or Staten Island. That's you know, and that's. But I am in the I'm in more north of the five boroughs. Like if I walk out of my place now, I cross the street right up the block from my where I live. I'll be in the Bronx. So, but New York is big. It's big enough. It's not like big as California or Texas, but it's big. I'm curious. Your hat. I feel like a lot of New Yorkers wear that hat. Is there anything about it? What, my Kango? Uh, Kangos just I just like Kangos. Classy. You can wear them casual wear, things like that. It's not a New Yorker thing. It's just I just like to wear it. I just like wearing Kangos. Uh, that's racist. No, I'm just fucking with you. No, it's not. No. What do you think of Triple H Batista? I thought it was a decent match. A lot of people who thought it sucked. It's all right. It went too long. And that match, that was one of those matches that went way too long. Um, but it is what it is. And Batista had retired after that too. Like that was it. Um, since we get a crossover between Batman, would would we get a Spider-Man between Spider-Man and Turtles? Not anytime likely. Marion, honestly, I'm looking forward to see Kratos and Thor going at it. That's the thing. The question really is if they do it, and if yeah, then we'll see that version of Thor. It's not Marvel's Thor. It's the real Norse god of thunder. Because in if you read Nordic mythology, Thor Thor's hammer Mjolnir is it's long. It looks like a sledgehammer. It's not the hammer that you see Thor wielding um Mjolnir. So it's more long like a sledgehammer. Uh, but it was I wouldn't mind it. Hat looks good on you though. Oh, thanks. I got a black one too. Got to get some more colors. Speaking of New York, what's with your traffic? That was my biggest issue. Welcome to New York. That when you're in the city, that's traffic. Yep, traffic, traffic, traffic. That's why I do not. That's why driving in the city is stupid. some, some, you get around, take the subway or walk. Don't drive because you're gonna be on that road forever. On a good day, but when it don't. That's all I'm saying. How come Sony's not doing anything with Sly and Jackson Daxter? Uh, last thing I heard, they're gonna put out a whole collection of Jack and Daxter, and then they are working on a new Jack and Daxter. So um, Sly Cooper is a different subject. I don't know why they're not doing anything, but it is what it is. Uh, do you have any favorite movie review channels? No, not really. I just listen to a lot of reviewers. There's a guy called Chris Stuckman. I think that's his name. He's pretty cool. I don't mind him, but I don't really look at that stuff. Um, all right, next up, let's see. Tony says I feel like any Fox acquisition, Disney is going to buy every entertainment company in Hollywood. Aren't you concerned with that? I don't think they'll do all that. But if they, that'd be just stupid. Um, Man, hey Mandy. Hi Chris. Hi. Dark Primes. What would you say if you saw real costume heroes in New York? Uh, like Spider Man? Oh God, I'll geek out. And there's a lot of costume heroes in New York currently. They want $5 every time you take a picture with them. I'm dead serious about that too. Like, uh, so yeah. I like Chris Stuckman as well. He's good. Did you like Us? Cause I didn't. Eli Bradley. Whoa, really? Okay, Eli. Did I like it? Yes, I did. I very much enjoyed the movie. Um, my brother loved it even more. Malcolm saw it more than once. It's a good movie. Okay. Now you got me intrigued. Why didn't you like it? What? Because what I got from some people who watched my review said they didn't like it because they wanted to be a straight up horror movie. And if that's your case, then you to me then you forget who directed this. I mean, I enjoyed it for so many reasons, but more importantly, you know, the performances from the cast was great. Uh, Lupita, my God, she there's a reason why she is so good at what she does. Like why she's in high demand with people. Like she can do it. Like she was legitimately scary at times. The moment she opened her mouth and spoke as with Red, I kind of whoa. I kind of took a step back. Like oh my God, like that's scary. Like and the fact that she rehearsed and got her voice to sound like that and was inspired by a real condition that really that is legit. She wasn't trying to villainize the condition. She just the way when she read that script, Eli, she even said it like it said that her character hasn't talked in many years. So what would you sound like if you haven't talked in like so many years? Your voice would probably sound very hoarse too. So yeah, it was great. So yeah. Uh, Also, God of War version of Thor is very bloodthirsty. Yeah, they could go with that. I gotta go, Chris. You and Malcolm, take care. See you soon. Peace. Thank you, Tony. I love the twist at the end of Us. I felt that was I wasn't shocked at the twist ending because I felt that was what that was. Um, I felt I even before when they first showed the trailer and when they even before that I kind of felt like yeah I have a feeling that Red is the real Adelaide, and Adelaide is the tether, and things like that. Um, I had that figured out. Um, but the tethers were like straight up assassins, especially the what God the Wilson's friends like the twins. Oh my God, they came up soup 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 like it was, and that was it. Like crazy. Um, okay. Mandy asked me, Chris, what do you think of the new Joker movie? I don't. I'm not really feeling it, Mandy. I just, you know, mm, nothing against Joaquin Phoenix, but no, I don't really care for it. I don't. I really don't. If it makes money, it makes money, but I just don't care about it. Um. All right. Moving on. All right. Perry King, is it wrong that I prefer Mario more than Luigi? No disrespect to him. Mario more than Link. No disrespect to Link. That's your problem, not mine. Eli Bradley, favorite love songs. Ooh, that's a good question. I have a lot of love songs that I like. We're gonna go old school. Uh, Definitely gotta have Marvin Gaye up in there. Uh, Sexual Healing. That's a love that song. Um, I'll be sure. Night and Day is really good. Uh, Lovely by Stevie Wonder. You know, isn't she lovely? Yeah, that's my song right there. Uh, any song with Sade. Sade, yeah. Uh, that woman, she's a siren. Like I said, that woman's voice can soothe me to sleep. Uh, in a good way, not a bad way. Um, Even love Aerosmith's don't wanna close my eyes. Don't wanna fall asleep cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. Oh god, yeah. That song's great. Yeah, I got a lot of love songs that I love, Eli. It is a lot. Perry says bye. Bye Perry. So yeah, there's a lot. Um Thoughts, AJ, thoughts on Mark Hamill as Chucky. I saw the trailer. And when he talked as Chucky, I was like, ooh. It's interesting that they're doing this with Chucky. Like it's an app, but he's an animatronic. You know, instead of a doll that has that's been possessed by used voodoo and a serial killer's inside of him. It gives him more of an edge too because he's an android or animatronic. He's got kind of some strength, so it's kind of like yeah. Um, Uh, Marion, what do you think makes Count Dracula such an iconic character? Uh, I would say it's more of the case of Bela Lugosi who made it more of an iconic character. Um, because the real Dracula, Vlad the Impaler, is if you just do that, it's just like, you know. Don't get me wrong, Gary Oldman did a great job as Dracula too. In Dracula, he was great now. He was great, but Bela Lugosi, he made that character him. So when you see him come, whenever they do a rendition of Dracula, it's closely interpreted of Bela Lugosi. You know, the cape, the still looking very regal, and speaking with the Romanian accent. Kind of I'm Count Dracula. Dracula, look into my eyes, things like that. Even the Dracula in Van Helsing was somewhat like Bela Lugosi. He spoke with that kind of you know uh, European like accent, like with Romanians in the south, right? Yeah, so like so yeah. Oh yeah, um, and I do prefer Mario. That's your problem, not mine. Uh, AJ Daniel says, "I just can't stop loving you" by Michael Jackson is one of my favorite songs. Yeah, that's a good song too. Um, Travis, have you seen the movie Buffalo Boys? No, I have not. What is that? I'm gonna look that up right now. Not Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Boys. Okay, here it is. It came out. When did it come out? Huh. Mm, Two brothers named Jamar and Sawa came back to the land of Java to avenge their father, who was a sultan after years of exile in America. Oh shoot. Hmm. Interesting. Came out in the States January 11th. Hmm. Maybe I'll check this out. That's interesting. Uh, let's see. The fact that Dracula was played by the great Christopher Lee made him tick. Uh, Christopher Lee did a good job too, but no matter what, Bela Lugosi is always weaved into Dracula, and it always will be. It's more Bela Lugosi. No disrespect to the great Christopher Lee, but it's Bela Lugosi. It's always is. Uh, yes, Marion. Try. It's a western. Yes, I just looked at it. I just saw it. That's interesting. Mandy, my daughter says that The Lost Boys is not a horror movie. Do you agree? It's a horror comedy. There's a lot of horror elements to it, Mandy. It's still one of the best vampire movies in my opinion. Um, I'm still not too quite sure about this TV series that the CW is doing about it. But it's one of my favorites. One of my favorite vampire movies. And I'm not even a big vampire buff. Like I'm more of a werewolf guy than vampires. Um, but it's got horror in it. It's when I was younger and I the Lost Boys like they didn't really scare me, but one of the brothers did. Like it wasn't David played by Kiefer Sutherland. It was his brother who had the long black hair. He creeped me out every time. Like when he would vamp out, he creeped me out. He used to scare the crap out of me with that. But yeah, and, it was a good movie. It's great movies. When you're strange, people remember your name. Oh, I'm not. I guess not. AJ says, I don't know too much about Green Lantern, but who is the better Green Lantern, Hal Jordan or John Stewart? They'll all say, no matter what, the Guardians and everybody else say Hal Jordan. He's the greatest Green Lantern ever. Um, I don't look at that. To me, if I was to say who's the greatest, I'm not. Them two aren't. It's Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner is the greatest in my opinion. You can quote me on that one. Funniest Goku moment. When he showed Bulma his junk. It still cracks me up to this day. Like, he literally just pulled his face, like, here, look, and showed her, because he didn't know, he was asking Bulma, like, what's a girl? Like, hey, where's your penis? And he showed her. I'm like, that's funny. That cracks me up. Uh, but yeah, I'm going Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner was Green Lantern when he was the only Green Lantern. He rebuilt the Green Lantern Corps prior to Hal Jordan because it was Hal Jordan who destroyed the Green Lantern Corps. Now, yeah, someone say, oh, but Parallax was in him. Hal could see everything that was going on, and Hal still was a part of it. Uh, Favorite moment from The Rock in WWE? Um, the sliding people's elbow. That joint is great. I love that. All-time favorite '80s song. Hmm, that's hard, Mandy, because that's my era, and There's just too many songs in that. Oh, God damn, there's just too many songs. I can't. There's just too many songs. I don't have a all time favorite song. I got all time favorite songs. So I could just name you one. Um, that would probably have to go to um, Berlin. Take my breath away. That came off the Top Gun soundtrack. Love that song. I love that song. That's one of them. Uh, so you got one. There you go. I'm not doing no more. How do you think Black Adam could be used in future sequels? Well, first they're gonna do his origin, his movie, which is coming out 2020. That's what that The Rock even announced it. So, and you're gonna explain what happened to him, and then of course he probably is gonna come back. More importantly, I said like the y'all remember the Captain Marvel Superman short, that scene in the movie where Black Adam has that woman and he's choking her and he's like, "Is this who I was supposed to protect? Why? Because they're weak, you know?" And Billy's like, "There, put her down." And when you crush an ant between your feet, do you feel remorse? Is it because you're evil? No, it's because you recognize yourself as a higher power. This is this is what the wizards could not understand. If I do not have if I have the powers of the gods, am I not the god myself? I want that scene in the future of the Captain Marvel movies. Um, and it was announced that Warner Brothers actually orchestrated. They I believe they planned a 5 picture Captain Marvel saga movie. So I'm like, 5 movies? Like, who could be the villains? And I'm saying number two is probably going to be Savannah coming back, but mostly Mr. Mime. Probably I would go probably the third or fourth movie. Then you bring Black Adam in. But yeah, it is we're gonna see him because his presence was all over that movie. Um, okay, can you pick top 10? That's gonna take some time, and we have to do that on a just a overarching top 10 video, uh, like for the opinion spotter. So maybe I'll do that down the line, Mandy. I'm not doing it now. I gave you one. Yeah. All right. What time is it? Okay. Get gear up, guys, for your last questions because I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. AJ Daniels, what movie do you wish you could have experienced in theaters? For me, the original Superman movie. That's up there. Probably Star Wars, the original the Star Wars because I wasn't born in the '70s. So yeah, that's definitely up there. Um, that's those are definitely two I could think of. Sting Charlie. My brother Nick Gurr watches you all the time and hi, said hi to him. Oh, thank you. Uh, AJ, how would you rank the Karate Kid movies? If we're talking movies wise, because there's 4 movies, and then you got Cobra Kai, the TV series. They just put the second season up on YouTube. Uh, I I gotta watch it because I enjoyed the first season. It was really good. If I was to rank the Karate Kid movies, it's going two, Karate Kid two, Karate Kid, Karate Kid the next Karate Kid, then three. That's how I rank because I didn't like three too much. Um, what bothers me about every Karate Kid, the Daniel LaRusso run, Daniel's run is like he always seemed to had to learn something new, or he almost like forgotten everything Mr. Miyagi taught him, and it's just like, wait, what? Like, how you forget that? When you start training in martial arts, it becomes like muscle memory. You remember all that stuff. It's not like you forget it. It's like riding a bike. You never forget. And that's I just didn't like that. Um let's see. Okay. Ninja Shadow Ninjak 75. I just watched your video about the Jackson Bridge and I thought I was the only one who thought it was great. And I wanted to say thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Marion, how do you think Michael Myers' story is going to end? I think it's gonna end with him and Laurie killing each other. I, it should have ended with that last one. Like the fact that he's still alive is like, man, it's like, what more does you got to do to this guy? Chop him up? Like it's literally to the point now. It's coming to the point. It's like, what do they got to put him in a trash compactor and him just getting squashed to death? Because that's all I can think of. Like he got yeah, you gotta push him in a lava tube or something like. It's like he got yeah. It's like damn, like he got burnt alive. Like how? But the fact he showed no fear, he just looking up at Lori like almost like I'm gonna come back, right? And then if you stay at the end of the credits, you hear him breathing. It's like he's still alive. Like what would have been so cool, and if it was me, is that when the smoke is cleared and you kind of hear Laurie was there with a gun, just like pop, kind of like how they did in Chucky with Andy when he went back to go see Andy, and Andy was just waiting for him to come out the box, and Andy blew up, just shot him. That was Lori. I would really wish Lori would have like. I know you're a lot. Like okay, put a couple of pops in his head. Pop, 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 pop. And that's it. Like that's it. He's dead. Um, but Lori and him killing each other. I don't know. If y'all want to see a fun Michael Myers skit or fan film, go watch Michael Myers versus Jason. I did a reaction to this fan film. It's funny as hell, especially and the people who did it actually thanked me from watching it, so it was cool. Uh, it was good. Wish I could have seen Jurassic Park 3 in movie theaters. Um, I seen no, I don't know. I haven't seen all of them in the movie theaters. I have not. But I've seen the original. I've seen two. We've seen three. But I remember experiencing the first Jurassic Park in movie theaters. That was amazing. The surround sound in the theater that I went to that my dad took me to see that movie was incredible. So when the T Rex roared for the first time, that whole theater shook like, and you know, um, Jurassic Park still is probably one of my favorites. I love the series in general. I'm not, but I've said it. Me and Malcolm have said it before. Like once we got on the internet, we couldn't believe the amount of hate people had for the third movie. It was like, God damn, like where's there so much hate for this movie? I like the third one. Um, is it better than the second one? No, but it is good. First of all, it was great to see Dr. Grant come back. That was one thing I was like, oh, Dr. Grant's back. I love that. I wish he was in the second one, but and I like Jurassic World and the last one that came out. I like it, but they did jump the shark. a lot. Like they went way too sci-fi, like way too science fiction, even for Jurassic Park standard. Like, if y'all don't want to be mind being spoiled, yeah, they cloned the human, and I'm like, yeah, y'all jumped shark with that one. Y'all went way too far. But other than that, I love the Jurassic Park franchise. Matter of fact, just not too long ago, I was watching the original Jurassic Park on Cinemax. They aired all three of the Jurassic Park, and I caught it on the part where the T Rex just came out of his cage and started messing with the kids, which you could only imagine was scary as fuck for them. Like, but a lot of the Jurassic Park stuff that they shown in in the movies have been debunked by paleontologists. For example, T Rex can only see his vision is based on movement. That's debunked. That was debunked real quick. Like I think after that first one, that was it, and then they turned that around. Like they um they debunked that. They made sure they got rid of that real quick. Um, there were a lot of stuff that they did that paleontologists debunked. But in the third movie, you saw the T Rex was not really the big bad. Like he wasn't the big dominant predator in that. You know, he looked more like a scavenger than a predator, which is more paleontologists have found out that is true. The T Rex was more of a scavenger than a hunter. Uh, and when the Spinosaurus came and they fought, who was better? Spinosaurus. Yeah, snap that neck. It's over. But probably my favorites in terms of Jurassic Park has always been the Raptors. The Raptors are just they're scary. The Raptors are scary. Like they act way too human than anything. But that's just me. Uh, so let me make sure. So does the Broly movie mean that it's not at the moment canon that Barak survived Planet B blowed up and became a? That's not canon. That's not canon. I wish I could have experienced Batman '89 in theaters. I do. I don't because I've seen it in movie theaters. So, but it was a good experience. I'm 48 and I don't put up with nonsense. Okay. Okay. The premise. Um, Dark Primus. The reason why Alan Grant wasn't in the Lost World was because he wasn't in the book. Yeah, I get that, but a lot of the stuff they they took Spielberg took bits and pieces from Michael Crichton's book. He didn't take everything from it. So, but still, it was fine. I didn't mind it, but you know, just saying. Who wants a sloppy hot? Okay, okay. Chris, the horror movies that still scare me to this day is Nightmare on Elm Street. Really, Mandy? Wow, Freddy Krueger scares you. Freddy Krueger? I don't know. Freddy's never scared me. The only horror icon that scares me is Michael Myers. He legitimately scares me. Like I can get scared off of him. Like, and I probably because he's based more on realism than fantasy. Um, that's it. Um, oh, Jurassic Park 3 was too short in my opinion, and I didn't like the T Rex Spinosaurus fight, which was also too short. It's like putting nipples on a bat on a bat suit. Almost killed the franchise. Yeah, okay. The fight was a little short, but in hindsight, of that movie, let's look at it from another perspective. We got what I didn't like about the movie. There are some things I didn't like about the movie, Moy. is the fact that one, Alan Grant felt really desperate. Like if you watch that first part of the movie where he's at that seminar and he's talking about what he does, and then he says, and then the lady says, oh, "Thank you, Dr. Grant. Now, does anybody have any questions?" Everybody raise their hand, and Dr. Grant says, "Okay. Does everybody have a question that does not relate to Jurassic Park or the incident in San Diego, which I wasn't a part of?" Everybody's hand goes down except for a few. Um, and then he goes on to talk about the kid starts talking about, if people want to learn about dinosaurs, maybe they can just go on the island and see how they act. And Dr. Brand's talking about what, dinosaurs lived 65 million years ago, blah, 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 and it's in the rock where we learn about what they are. What John Hammond and Engine did was just make automated theme park monsters, nothing more, nothing less. And then he goes on to say, no force on earth would get me back on that island. And all it took was for a guy, William H. Macy's character, who pretended to be a billionaire or so, just say, I can write what are any kind of numbers I want on this check, Mr. Dr. Grant. What's it going to take? And he's back on the island. It made, I didn't like that because it made Dr. Grant desperate for money. And I'm like, he just said he wouldn't go back on that, and that's kind of where that whole concept of money is the root of all evil, right? And that was something I did not like. But also, you got to also look at from a point of view of like you had wannabe trackers who think they know what they're dealing with. They get killed off just like that. You had only one dinosaur expert on that island with a bunch of a lot of people who a family who just wanted to get their kid back. I guess you could say his pupil who tries to steal raptor. That also just made me like Billy. That was his name, Billy. I was like, why would you do that? Like, why would you steal eggs from a highly aggressive predator that is known to track you down, is going to track you down? That's why those raptor scenes I love, because those raptors were smart. Like, you knew they were coming. It wasn't a matter of when they come, but they were so smart. Every time the raptors came into that third movie was my favorites. I was loving that because it was like, yeah, even at the end when it looked like they were going to get off the island safe, what happened? They came and it was like, oh, you think you're going to get away with our eggs? You know, I love that scene. Like, it was great. The Spinosaurus was good, but he was also just an annoyance at times because then he just started chasing them for no reason. I was just like, oh God, okay, leave them alone. Like, you missed your chance, but he kept coming. But he was a bigger predator compared to the T Rex. Yeah, he was bigger, and T Rex got those small little arms. But T Rex has always been about head and legs. But and you saw the T Rex trying to do all this stuff, but as soon as Spinosaurus got a hold of his neck and the hands and crack, that's it. It was over. It was over. Um, yes, you can. I if they're bothering you that much, go ahead, Daniel. You can block them. Uh, uh, you can. Uh, um. So yeah. Uh. Mandy Axe's best Batman movie. Uh, for me personally, it's still the 1989 Batman, um, Michael Keaton. It's still that. Do I like Halloween or Friday the 13th better? This is from Tigerzilla Gamer. Uh, I would say Halloween. Uh, I like Jason Voorhees, but I'm Michael Myers all the way. I'll say that. And like I said, guys, before I get your last questions out, I'll answer your last questions. So hit them to me. Um, so go ahead. Okay, got. I'm gonna answer these last three questions. Or well, how many? Four. Answer the last four questions, and we're gonna wrap this up. Okay, so T Rex versus Spinosaurus is basically Daniel Cormier versus John Jones. I like that. That's a good one. In a sense, yeah. Cormier, okay. Jaws or Jurassic Park? Ooh, that's a good one, dude. Uh, both are both are both are Steven Spielberg movies. Ah, I'm still gonna go Jurassic Park. I like Jaws, but yeah, Jurassic Park. Elaborate. So, do you still like JP3? Yeah, I like the movie. I like the movie. I really like the movie. It by some people's standards, it's probably the weakest out of the original trilogy. Like Muay Thai said, it was short. It was shorter than the others. It was shorter, but it it was still good. There was just the big issue was that it did focus more on the fact that yeah, it really did. It was led up to Dr. Grant, him being the only dinosaur expert on the island. On remember they were on Isla Sorna, Site B. They were not on Isla Nublar, the first island. So yeah, and he's the one that's got to get. I mean, like I said, there's all these wannabe mercenaries. They had Cooper, all them other guys. They got killed real quick, because they trying to set up perimeters and stuff. And Dr. Brand's like, there's no such thing as a perimeter on this island. Stop making all that noise. You'll attract something and that's exactly what happened. But it was still a good movie. It's just it was short. It was short. Um, they did focus a lot on the the Spinosaurus. He was kind of an annoyance to me. You know, it just became like he just started chasing after them for no reason. Now it's just like, okay, you killed the people that hurt you, but it is what it is. What do you think of the new kaiju in Jurassic Park? I mean, King of Monsters. Can't wait till that movie come out. And Mandy asks me, I just subscribed. Thank you. Welcome to the pack, Tiger. You are an official new pack member. I am your alpha, and you now have the honor of calling me Chris. I give you now. You have my blessing. You can call me by my real name. There you go. Mandy asks me, X-Men cartoon or Batman the animated the cartoon. Ooh, that's a tough one, but I'm going to have to say X-Men. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call it a wrap. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming out. If the trolls bothered you, try not to let them bother you too much. Just don't pay them no mind. Um, but sometimes I like to play with the trolls too, like, and they get annoyed when I start, whatever. But like I said, guys, before, guys, thank you for coming through as always. Please, if you don't want to miss out on anything I put up on this channel, I have a few channels, guys. So if you want to follow me here, this is my main channel. I have you can go on inside my channel and you can see all the channels I'm a part of. But yeah, if you're a gamer, go subscribe to M.V.K Gaming X. That's my gaming channel. I do gameplays and I do old school gameplays. There's retro gaming I do over there as well as new gaming. I do video game trailer reactions over there. Then I have an all reaction channel called M.V.K 2, and things like that. This is my variety channel, but this is the one I had the longest. The road to 10,000 pack members is still strong. We're still going strong. I can't wait to reach that achievement and keep going even higher. Uh, Indeed, like I said before, guys, May I will be away for 4 days. I'll be in Orlando for MegaCon. Uh, so don't you worry, guys. I will be vlogging with my camera. Doot doot. Um, so we will be vlogging. You will see me vlogging cosplayers. I'm gonna try to get some interviews with cosplayers, like asking them some questions, like are you a fan of the character you're vlogging, things like that. Maybe Michael J. Fox is gonna be there. I really want to meet him. Um, but I will be there for the first time. Be my first convention outside of New York, and it'll be the first time I will meet my friends Deadpoolzilla and C Dubs. I've never met them in person, but I'm continuing the trend of meeting friends I made from the internet a lot in person. I've been meeting. I met a lot last year. I'm gonna keep that trend going. But like I said, turn on those notifications, guys, so you don't miss. Hit that little bell. Keep so you won't miss a video. Because people keep saying I missed this, or I didn't know this. You put up this reaction, or I missed this video. Turn on the notification. You won't be, so you don't miss. But with that being said, guys, thank you for watching, guys. Uh, as always, to my pack, peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, as always. Monster, you want to say something? You always sleep now.